Celebrate. Connect. ¿Qué pasa? Arizona Hispanic Connection. Welcome to AARP, Arizona Hispanic Connection. We have a very, very informative show today, and the show is called AARP, Tax-Aide and Driver Safety. Again, AARP, Tax-Aide and Driver Safety. These are two very, very important programs that AARP offers community, obviously members and non-members, and we are going to be sharing information about these two programs. We have two special guests today, and we'll introduce them in just a bit. For now, let me remind you that this show at this point, we have moved to a new studio, so the audio is going to be a little different, but I believe you will understand it. The studio will not be able to get us a better audio, so this is all we have. And also, this show is not going through Facebook Live, so I'm going to record the show and then later on upload it to our Facebook page at AARP, Arizona Hispanic Connection. I also want to remind you that we are doing a 30-minute show in English and a 30-minute show in Spanish following the English. I apologize that the camera might not be able to pick up both of our guests, but again, we are doing our best with what we have. Again, the topic today is AARP Tax-Aide and Driver Safety. Tax-Aide and Driver Safety. And I'm going to start by introducing our guest. To my right, I have John Case. And John Case will be talking to us about the Driver Safety Program. He has several titles. I will limit myself to saying that he's a national advisor. He is a coordinator for the state of Arizona, a deputy state coordinator. He teaches the class. He's a trainer. What aren't you, John? Welcome, first of all, to our show.
Thank you, David. I appreciate you having me in today.
Yes, and to my left, I have Frank Varela. Frank Varela has been with us in the past, talking to us about the Tax-Aide program, another excellent program. Welcome, Frank, to our show.
Thank you, David. It's a pleasure to be here again. Thank
Perfect. I'm going to ask you to speak kind of loud because the camera is picking up the microphone from the little camera is picking up the audio. So hopefully the video will be fine. I believe it will, because we have a short time. Again, the programs are only 30 minutes each, and if 30 minutes, a little less actually. I'm going to start with John. And John, please help us understand what is the Driver Safety Program.
Well, basically, the Driver Safety Program is geared towards drivers 50 and older. And our whole goal is to help make the drivers 50 and older safer on the road and extend their safe driving years. And we do that through multiple courses. Our flagship course is the Smart Driver Safety course. It's a 4-hour class. There is a fee for it. And we also have a new program called Smart Driver Tech, which is all on new vehicle safety technologies and geared towards all drivers that are interested in purchasing a new vehicle or curious about new vehicle safety features. Again, you can't beat the price on that one. It's free. We also have a program called Car Fit, and that's a live event where the participant drives to the event in their own car, and they work with a technician to make sure that the car, like the seat adjustments, distance from the chest to the airbags, distance to the pedals, make sure the car fits, because a safe or a properly fit car is a safer car. And then finally, we have a program called We Need to Talk, which is geared towards caregivers and family members on having that conversation when it's time to hang up the keys, but having that conversation to help the individuals maintain their self-respect, and to learn that it's not an end-of-life type of thing. We talk about ways that they can still get around and maintain their independence. So they're all positive programs to help extend our safe driving years.
Why would the AARP start this program to teach older folks, 50 plus folks who, we figure that they already know how to drive and they have a lot of experience driving? Why would AARP come up with this concept of teaching this course?
It started 40 years ago. We just celebrated our 40th anniversary for driver safety this past July. And a gentleman that created the driver safety program by the name of Michael Seaton, he was tasked by our AARP founder, Ethel Percy Andrus, who had attended a conference in Denver. And she saw a pamphlet written by a local judge that explained how older citizens need to change the way they do some of the things in order to continue driving safely. So we started teaching the National Safety Council's course, which was geared towards all drivers. And after a little trial and error, it became well known that we really needed to retool the program and gear it towards our basic clientele, our AARP members.
So two things. So the driver safety program comprises the course that people can take. Now this has a small fee, I understand.
Correct.
Then you have a car fit, which literally goes and reviews safety features in a vehicle.
The Smart Driver Tech does the safety features.
The driver, okay.
And then Car Fit, they drive their car to a live event and work with a technician. The technician has a checklist to make sure or show people how to make the adjustments so the car fits properly.
This is an amazing program. So please tell us, and during we will not have a break. We're going to just go through the 30 minutes, but you will see, especially in the Spanish program, a graphic with the website address. But basically, you want to go to aarp.org / driver safety. If you go there, you can literally do any kind of search and you will come across all the programs that AARP again. And one last thing that I understand, and we run out of time, we have to move to the Tax-Aide, but there is a big need for bilingual volunteers. Just make a pitch of 30 seconds, if you don't mind, John, on that.
Yeah, there is. We offer the course not only in English, but Spanish and even Chinese.
Amazing.
But surprisingly, in Arizona, we have no Spanish-speaking instructors to teach the course in Spanish.
Wow.
So we really have a need for volunteers we'll train you, we'll provide the materials, we'll give you a nice shirt and a name tag, but we just ask people to come out, teach the course in Spanish, and we'll teach you how to do it.
Can we include your name and phone number on the description of this video later on?
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll do that so that you can give John a call and he'll give you all the details. But this is an amazing program, driver safety. Let's move now because, again, 30 minutes, it goes fast. So let's go back now to to Frank Varela. And Frank Varela, you represent the Tax-Aide program. What is the Tax-Aide program, Frank?
Yeah, the Tax-Aide program offers free tax assistance to all people. We technically want to do the lower income, older people, but we will do for everyone. And we do file the taxes, we prepare them electronically, we file them all. We give some a little bit of tax consulting, but basically it's a free assistance program that AARP Foundation has provided for us to do. And we are throughout the state. There's different districts, and the one that I'm in is the District 14, and it's Glendale Adult Center. So most of the adult centers have these type of programs around. Some of the churches, like Christ Community Church, also has. There's a lot of. They're all volunteers. They're all well trained with computers. They're well trained in tax laws. And they're there to assist you get the maximum refund. Make sure that you do get a good tax return. And a lot of people don't, especially in the older people, say, well, I don't need to do a tax return at all. But it's very important that So once we put your file electronically, it will check to see if there's been any identity theft. So that's a big important thing. Plus also here the state of Arizona provides, depending on your income, a property tax credit up to $502 that you could get every year, plus excise tax credit as well, which is $25 per each person in your home, up to 4 people.
So I see two takeaways, Frank, on the Tax-Aide program. And the Tax-Aide program is an amazing program. Again, it helps people to file taxes for free.
For free.
This is the key takeaway. That
Okay.
I mean, the tax season is going to start pretty soon. You know the date?
Yeah, February 4th is for the Tax-Aide. It will start February 4th.
So February 4th, that's the tax season starts. So it's important for you to know that AARP offers this Tax-Aide program, which helps you file taxes for free. And again, we are not the only ones. Let's be fair. There's I would say thousands, or at least hundreds and several hundred entities nationwide, and even in Arizona, who help folks file taxes for free. We happen to be one of the oldest, right?
One of the oldest, and I think one of the biggest ones.
And the
actually,
biggest
because
one,
we're
yeah.
out throughout the whole state. So
I have some numbers that, if time allows, we will give the numbers, because the Tax-Aide program is one of AARP's top program that to serve the community. So the second, Frank, the second takeaway that I see here, in addition to people getting tax preparation free of charges, volunteers. This is another big element, just like in the driver safety program with John Case just talked to us about. There's a huge need for Hispanic, Latinos, bilingual volunteers to help us both with the driver safety program and also with the Tax-Aide program. Now, you are a bilingual individual.
Yes, right.
Do you see others in the group of folks that you work with?
Well, unfortunately, we do need a lot. I only know of a few, but we are, and we do encourage, especially bilingual people, the bilingual speakers, to come take the training. It's a nice, intense training. It's good for your mind. But we do really want to recruit more Hispanic. Actually, at our Glendale Adult Center, I'm the only one there that does speak Spanish. But we do have other locations, other districts, and they also are hurting for Hispanic. So definitely, if you're Hispanic, come see us.
Right. Now, the volunteer opportunities that the Tax-Aide program offers, it's not only in preparing the taxes, which to me would be the hardest one, because people have to be trained. They have to know how to, file or complete the form. But there's also other functions within the program that folks can help with. Can you talk to us just a little bit about what other functions available?
For example, this year at the Glendale Adult Center, in the past we've had people lined up 4 o'clock in the morning so they could come in. Now we're going to a scheduling system, and we need people that can talk to people on the phone. We're going to have a phone number. They can call. We can schedule them so they don't have to sit out there all day. The other one is what we call facilitators. When they come in, we have a greeter, and then the facilitator will look at the person's all the input that they have, make sure they have all the proper papers, or W-2s, or 1099s, and we need a lot of those facilitators as well. And then we have the the counselors themselves, and we start out with with small programs. As you get more experience, you eventually come up to be a quality reviewer. So that's the best thing that I like about the Tax-Aide program. We have 3 things. We have the facilitator that makes sure you have all your papers. We have a tax counselor that prepares your tax return. And then we have the quality reviewer that goes over the tax return again, just to make sure that everything is covered and there's no mistakes. And then we file electronically, and then we know within hours whether there's been a rejection because of somebody else using your Social Security, or somebody claiming one of your children. So we have computer people, facilitators, all kinds of any kind of people that we can get.
So let's reiterate this. I mean, AARP has these 2 amazing programs, the driver safety program, which has several components. Again, they teach a course. They literally inspect your vehicle. They literally train you to know, to learn the new technologies. You know, when you I don't own a new vehicle, John, but when I rent vehicles, there's these new features on the vehicles that if you're getting too close to the vehicle literally stops by itself.
Yeah.
If you're moving to the next lane or something, the vehicle corrects itself. There's just so many features, right, that you teach as part of the driver safety program.
Absolutely. And the Smart Driver Tech Workshop is only 90 minutes long, and we cover 9 technologies.
Amazing.
And also address how to do some of the research to find a car that you may be interested in. And it is of value to not only somebody that's looking to purchase a new car or has recently purchased a new car, but also people that travel and rent a car. Having the knowledge of what the icons are and what the thing is supposed to do makes you a much safer driver when you're out there in that rental.
This is an amazing program, and obviously the Tax-Aide program is great. However, with our Hispanic Latino community, people will not be able to get these programs unless we get more volunteers, because both of these programs are volunteer run.
Exactly, and we're trying with the Tax-Aide, we're trying to get more diversity sites. Okay, we have just we had a few, we lost them, but we're definitely pushing to get more diversity sites so we can get to the Latino community.
Yes. So again, if you would like to join as a volunteer one of these 2 programs, and then there's other programs that we have. So AARP has amazing services and programs for the community, but many of the programs, or I would say, most of the programs are volunteer run. So we set the infrastructure as AARP. We produce all the materials, the trainings, but we need volunteers to actually deliver the materials,
Yes.
deliver the programs, and the Tax-Aide program is one of them, which which helps people to file for free. Let me see if I can give a few of the statistics, because we're almost running out of time for the first show. And then please know that following the English show will continue in Spanish. We will talk about these 2 programs in Spanish, so stay tuned for the Spanish program following the English one. So AARP Foundation Tax-Aide had a team of 4 volunteers in 1968. 4 volunteers in 1968, and it has served over 68 million taxpayers since its inception.
Yes.
This is amazing. The program now involves 35,000 volunteers. So it started with 4 in 1968, and it now has 35,000 volunteers, and it serves over 2.5 million taxpayers annually at nearly 5,000 sites nationwide. And also in 2019, taxpayers who use AARP Foundation Tax-Aide received $1.4 billion in income tax refunds and more than $200 million in earned income tax credits. Taxpayers do not need to be a member of AARP or a retiree to use neither of the Tax-Aide or the driver safety program. And we do have, again, if you go to AARP.org/Tax-Aide, Tax-Aide, again, AARP.org/Tax-Aide, you will get all the information you need. I don't know if you have a phone number.
We have another website that's aztax-aide.org. That gets you right to the Arizona.
To the Arizona one.
Right.
And last, a number, John, that you want to give to the public to close the show now?
Well, we have an online course locator at aarp.org/find a course.
Okay.
But we also have a telephone coordinator who she can help you out if you're having trouble with the website. And our telephone coordinator, you'll leave a message for her to contact you back, and at 623-688-8469.
Thank you, John Cage with the Driver Safety Program. Thank you, Frank Varela with the Tax-Aide Program. This has been the English show. We hope that you got a lot of information, but mainly 2 very important programs, the Tax-Aide, which literally helps you file taxes for free, the Driver Safety Program, which has several programs, including a course that if you take it, some insurance company might give you a discount. So please reach out to these programs. And thank you. We hope that you enjoy the show. And stay tuned for the Spanish one. Have a great day.